It's absurd how much I love Journey Spice. Journey Spice, non-GMO, no salt, no sugar, just all sorts of goodness and smart, environmentally friendly packaging. Pinch the top, take it off. Food tastes better. Comes in singles, 2-packs, and 4-packs. It's Journey Spice. Find them at Amazon.com. Time for Denver's best sports talk with the Altitude Daily.
This is the Altitude Daily Podcast. Everything you can't miss from today on Altitude Sports Radio. Mosher, Lombardi, and Kane.
I think it's stupid. It's dumb and it's phony. And the one thing I thought about Bo is that he was a genuine guy, and it's a bummer to see. Now, I'm a big Bo guy, obviously, and Sean Payton needs to calm down. I mean, you had a couple too many lattes, brother. Chill. Like, we're with you. We want to like you. But you don't need to hawk T-shirts. And, just because somebody is from a national outlet, Sean's flapping his gums left and right. And Bo's like, watch me do a box jump. Oh, my God, I'm working so hard. Give me a break. You're a professional gym class person. Your job is a pro athlete. You don't get a cookie or a gold star on the pat on the back because you work out. I hate phoniness. And
so you don't like him.
I gotta call it out with him if I called it out with Russ. And to me, this is no different.
All right, guys, let me get into it a little bit with D-Mac here. All right, so you think it's inauthentic for him to establish a YouTube page of him working out in the off season, correct?
I didn't know why he did it until I saw these 700 T-shirts that were for sale. And while I like the fact that the Bo Leave shirts go to ALS, I question why not all the proceeds from all the T-shirt sales, water bottles, hoodies, and
don't be self-righteous
and
tell him where to spend his money. Don't be that guy. Come on. Nobody.
Why not?
Nobody. Oh, really? Or where do you spend your YouTube money, D-Mac?
My YouTube money? You think I'm on the same plane as Bo Nix?
Oh, because he makes more money than he has to spend more on charities? I mean, I hate it when people do that. He can take his money and spend it wherever the hell he darn well pleases. He doesn't have to call you and ask permission to see if he has to donate to charity.
Clearly he doesn't, Vic. So make sure you get that holiday Bo Nix hoodie. By the way, if you're going to put it out there, I can judge it. Your logo sucks.
Okay.
Look at the logo. It sucks.
So if you're going to judge him for making money, because that's what he's doing right now, he's making some side money, little side piece money, right? Then do you hold everybody accountable to that? I mean, do you have a side gig? Do you make a little side money? Do we not all have side gigs?
Vic, was he
I don't
having
have a side gig. Do I need a side gig?
Wait. Was he having a hard time paying for his third jacuzzi for his mansion
you're
in
going after him because he's a rich guy. Because I don't consider that. He earned everything he's got in his life. He's a better athlete, and he made what he's got in his life through his athleticism. He put the work in. I'm not going to hold him to that standard simply because he's wealthier than I am. That's not cool. So do you treat people less well off than you the same way?
I treat people less well off than me? What? What does that mean?
I'm saying you're being very critical of how he earns money and where he puts his money because he's, quote, rich. Do you say that about someone who's not rich?
I'm nice to Nelly.
Yeah. The Altitude Daily, the morning sprint.
What happened yesterday with Bo was I'm working out on my own in the off season, and there seems to be an avenue for a little bit of like monetary gain. We can sell t-shirts, and I can build the brand that is Bo Nix that will eventually be a $60 million quarterback 3 years from now. Now, it will sour if Bo doesn't continue to win football games. If Bo regresses into a 7 or an 8 win quarterback this year, then those videos become miserable. I see the question from Navy vet Mike, like, why aren't people going after Jokic? And other people are saying, well, we don't get mad at Joker for having a shoe line. Well, he wins. Well, he's an MVP. You get to do whatever you want off the field long as you win football games. And Bo, to his credit, has done that so far.
Can we all agree that there's just about no moment that we've seen Nikola Jokic be disingenuous? he's always the same guy. There's never a cringy, that ain't you. Who are you? That was the problem with Russell Wilson. It's twofold. Number one, the cringe factor was real.
Last night or with Russ?
We're talking about Russ. Let me start with Russ. The cringe factor was absolutely significant with Russell Wilson, where Russell Wilson was next level bad with regards to his social content and his brand and overall branding and marketing of himself. His timing was awful. Bo Nix did nothing wrong. And to be very clear, I told D-Mac last night, I wouldn't worry even in the slightest about this marketing, branding side of Bo Nix affecting his performance because he is extremely serious about his craft. This is something that his marketing people told him to do. I guarantee it, Raj. His agent and his marketing and branding reps, they're paid handsome dollar figures to create revenue streams that are greater than just what you get from the Denver Broncos. And if they don't do their jobs, and I guarantee you that the pro player says no to probably 90% of the asks that a branding and marketing team have for an athlete. I bet Bo Nix has said no. Did he do any of this stuff in his rookie year? Dude, he was the most under-the-radar rookie maybe in pro football last year that was as significant as he was to his team.
I expect him to continue to be under the radar during the regular season. This was not a video that was shot over the course of the last 12 days.
It was during his offseason.
It's very
in
clearly
Alabama.
I am away from the team. I'm doing stuff on my own. Now, is it a little like, hey, look at me? Sure.
Just the question that D-Mac brought up from those videos. Who is catching those passes?
No clue. Probably nobody.
Nobody. That's a little disingenuous. That goes to my first point.
The Altitude Daily. Columbus, Hastings, and DMAC.
Guys, though, Scott and I aren't into Red Zone. I've never been into Red Zone.
Oh, I'm addicted.
I think it takes away from the game. It doesn't add to the game.
Oh.
It's the game is meant to be watched start to finish.
It's a great thing for ADHD minds.
Yes.
Okay, I guess that's me then.
Well,
I heard Vic talk. Vic loves it too.
Well, but again,
I mean, it's a great product
Yeah.
for gamblers and fantasy football players.
Yeah, but I don't do either of those things, and I do not. Not anymore.
okay.
I mean, I used to be more into it, but I really don't gamble, and my fantasy football playing is ridiculous. It's a family league that there's no money. But it's just, I love the action of it. I would love it for college football. Dan, are you into the Red Zone or not?
I think it's the greatest
Well,
invention
let me
of
ask
all
this,
time.
Dan.
Oh, okay.
What's your favorite college football team you like to watch every weekend?
The Buffs.
And you watch it every weekend.
Every weekend I watch the Buffs. But I also watch every Broncos game from start to finish, but I have that on the TV, and I have
Yeah.
Red Zone on my computer.
Yeah, I would never watch the Red Zone if the Broncos are playing.
I'm not watching Red Zone to watch the Broncos, if
So
that
why are
makes
you
sense.
watching Red Zone?
Because
when the
it's
Broncos
awesome
aren't when they're
in
when
fantasy
they're not
football.
playing. Yeah.
I got guys I'm rooting for in other games.
Well, wait, hold on. What do you do when you're not watching the Broncos, but you're watching the NFL? What do you
I watch a game.
just
watch a
watch?
game.
You just pick a game?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
But then
Dan.
you're
I mean,
missing
I'll flip back
But
and
then you're
forth.
missing like 8 other
Well,
games.
hold on. I mean,
I'd
I'll
kill
flip back and
myself if I
forth
had to do
between
that.
They
different
cut
games.
back and
but
forth and show you if there's something going on in the game.
the Red Zone, you've got no build up. There's no anticipation.
There's no buy-in.
There's nothing cool that happened to the drive, the 12-play drive, whatever. All you're watching is just the culmination.
So you would rather just flat out watch like Eagles Giants
yes,
rather than Red Zone?
absolutely,
with commercials.
Holy cow.
100%.
Dan, that is my mind's being blown right now. I mean, you couldn't pay me to do that if I had Red Zone as
Because
an
you
option.
guys-
And yet, hold on, and yet you'll sit there and watch the Rockies every night.
Well, I speed
You
watch.
can't watch an NFL game, but you could watch the Rockies every night.
I cheat on the Rockies. I do watch every pitch
Until
but
the
I-
eighth inning.
and then I stop at the 8th inning and I'll watch it.
And how long
for the
does that
next
take?
hour and a half?
Well, that goes about a half hour at that point. Once you start watching the 8th inning, like I'll
Realize how dumb that sounds, right?
but when I speed watch, I'm watching like it's going quickly though. I'm not sitting there through I don't watch any commercials
I just think
when I
you
watch
have
the
no
Rockies.
attention span.
Well, I'll say
or
blame
loyalty.
blame technology. Why would I want to sit through commercials?
What do you get? That's when you get them to take a pee.
How many times am I gonna pee, Scott?
Well, if you drink
I
more water.
Drink more water.
No, I mean, listen, I'll flip back and forth between games. It's not like I'm only going to watch one game, but I definitely enjoy watching the game.
Dude, I'm fascinated. That
I like watching the game.
You two guys are not into the red zone. That's amazing to me.
I couldn't even tell you last time I watched it.
Last time I watched it.
Matter of fact, I don't think I subscribed to it. I don't think I have it.
Last time I watched it significantly, I was in 4 stupid fantasy leagues, and they hit me about halfway through that season. I'm missing football because I'm sitting here watching this, and I'm worried about Bill Rafferty Pitt playing for the Steelers when I care less. And so I, boom, put it away.
Bill Rafferty?
You know, when I was a child, I did childish things. But when I became a man, I put away my childish things.
I think when you become old, you just sit there and you have drool come down your mouth.
No, you watch the TV and have fun. Some people have I actually read books, too, also.
On Sunday during football season?
No, but I'll read a book.
Oh,
I read my book for an hour and a half this morning.
See?
Was there an NFL game? Were there 9 NFL games on this morning?
No, but you know what? There's 300 other books you could read. What are you going to read? A chapter of this, read a chapter of this, read a chapter of this, or go back to this one. And go
Hey, I got a news flash for you, fellas. There's 6 days of the week there ain't. Well, actually, that's not right. There's NFL games on all the time.
I read every day on Sunday called RedZone.
Well, that's the best.
The Altitude Daily. Kreckman and Lindahl.
Why isn't this kind of dubbed more one of the more embarrassing moments in Denver sports history? I feel like if any other team, and I'd throw CSU and CU up there as well.
Right.
The Avs, the Nuggets, the Broncos, any of these teams were going through what is essentially, this is like trying to go 1-15, it almost feels like, in a football season, or, you know, the season that the Avs had that netted them Nathan McKinnon.
Yeah.
Why is not a bigger deal?
You know,
are we just so used to the stink?
Well, I was going to say, you know the old line they always say that the worst thing is not when they don't like you and they hate you. The worst thing is when there's apathy, right? At least if somebody's angry about what you're doing, there's passion there. When you get to the point of apathy and people just kind of ignore it, that's not a good sign, right?
Yeah, is there even, like, if you're a Rockies fan, 303-504-0925, Shop Mazda text line, one price, 1 hour, one person. Again, if this were the Broncos, and you and I know it because we lived through it with the Josh McDaniels final season.
The city would be smoldering if this were the Broncos,
every
right?
Every day it was fire everybody around there, and when are we going to fix this, and what's going to, you know, when is this? Well, someone just brings up the Dolphins hanging 70 on you. That's a great comp.
Yes.
And people still bring it up. People still remember it. But it led to anger and outrage. And when will this get better? And so on and so forth. Why doesn't that happen with the Rockies?
You wanted me to weigh in. I'll weigh in. Well, the NFL's king. First, like with the Broncos. NFL's king.
You're right.
Yep.
I think that now that training camp has started and preseason game number 1 is on Saturday night, and they got just like a tick better. I mean, they won like a few games. But now it's just like, okay, they were so bad when nothing was going on, and that was the story. And we're just kind of sick of it now. We're just like, oh, they're really bad. It is what it is. Broncos are here. Rockies can lose 20-1, and it's terrible. But okay, Broncos-Niners, Saturday night.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I think there's something to that. And then in the spring, don't you think the expectation, when you become a friend, if this were happening, for example, with the New York Yankees, right, or the Dodgers, or the St. Louis Cardinals, those fan bases would be going out of their minds. Here in Denver, it's like, well, it's the Rockies, and oh yeah, the Broncos are getting ready for their first preseason game, so that's what we pay attention to.
You've been listening to the Altitude Daily. Catch us live weekdays on 92.5 FM, the Altitude Sports Radio app, twitch.tv/AltitudeSR, youtube.com @Altitude Sports Radio, and your favorite smart speaker. Say Altitude Sports Radio.